here you are. You cooperated, was it in 1984?
Yes.
Okay. So you were 33 years old.
Yes.
At the time. And for all these years, you pledged allegiance to this group. You were a shot caller. You were part of the commission. You were involved in a lot of crimes. You were involved in a lot of violence. You were involved in drug dealing and prostitution and so forth. How hard of a decision was it to say, I'm going to throw all this away, all the stuff that I claim to be part of, and now work against the organization?
I'd like to tell you that it wasn't hard, but really what I was confronted with were two truths: the truth that I was living and the truth by which I was raised. I had to make a decision when I joined the brand that I was going to do things that were contrary to my own personal code, and I did that. I did that willingly and openly. But when it comes to taking what I regard as innocent life, and that's what had occurred, and that's what was happening, that I would not be a part of that and would not condone that. So faced with that, it was not a difficult decision. I simply was not going to be a part of that. Now, insofar as still going head up with somebody, that remains true to this day. I don't have a problem with that. Those individuals, I hear it all the time. Aren't you afraid for your life? Aren't you this? Aren't you that? No, I'm living my life. I'm not in the witness protection program. I haven't changed my name. My address is common knowledge. Now that's not a challenge, but it's to emphasize to you that, I don't allow others to dictate how I live my life. And that applies now, and it applied back then.
Well, at this point, you're being labeled a rat or a snitch or
Sure.
whatever the terminology of that time is. And, based on prison politics, there's probably a price on your head.
Well, there is. I still have an open contract on me. But the idea, you want to remember that the idea of a rat is something that's used primarily by the organizations as a deterrent, to those individuals that they're attempting to recruit. You see, so that's kind of like brainwashing, if you will. You hear it a lot. And again, you particularly hear it from the jawjackers and the front men for the various organizations. They're the ones that will use that term. I don't have a problem with it. You see, because here's the bottom line, lad. If you like chicken, grab a wing. It's that simple. You can jack your jaw all you want.
If I'm chicken, grab a wing. That's a hell of a statement right there.
Yeah.
Okay. And ultimately, Curtis Price, for the double murder, ended up getting the death penalty.
Mm-hmm.
He ended up dying on death row in 2021 at the age of 74. So he wasn't actually executed, but he stayed on death row pretty much all those years.
He did.
And was that, his conviction was partially based on you taking the stand?
I was the principal witness in that case. Mm-hmm. And so I take the position that his conviction was based on me taking the stand.